Hi.
Hello.
My name is Sihila from the Ministry of Public Works. I'm here to listen to your presentation.
Thank you so much.
What's your name?
Thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Winnie Nkatha. I am an investigating officer, and today I'm going to present to you my findings of an investigation that I was doing over a very unfortunate event that occurred. So unfortunately, in the afternoon of 14th May 2024, there's a building in Mathare that collapsed, leaving 4 people trapped inside, and I was tasked to investigate and get the findings of what exactly happened, what were things that could have been done to mitigate that occurrence, and that is why I'm here today. So for my scope, I'm going to be having the root cause analysis. I'm also going to be doing the validity of the construction documentation, and also professionals that were involved in that particular building, like the constructors, and also the recommendations for future constructions. Yes, so first of all, I visited the site and also established the amount of damage that had happened, the type of materials that had been used in that building, and also I talked to some of the high witnesses who were able to tell me exactly what happened. I went further and visited the government offices to just get a glimpse of if that building had the right documentation prior to the building. And from there, I got the root cause analysis. Number one, I realized that the building had partially been destroyed, been demolished, sorry. And the reason why it had been demolished was some time back, there was flooding in Mathare area. There's a river that goes across Mathare, which killed dozens of people. And the president ordered that all the buildings that are along the river bank be demolished. So the demolishment went ahead, and apparently or unfortunately, the persons that were assigned that duty did not complete demolishing the entire building. This left some of the people inside who are still living inside. And one of the reasons why these residents never left the building was because they had not been given the money by the government to relocate to other areas. So they opted just to stay inside in the shambles. So later the building became weak because most of the residents were still inside, and eventually that is how the building collapsed.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So number one cause was that, and also the second reason was they were not allocated money, as I had mentioned earlier, to relocate to other places. Yes. You have any question before I proceed?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you said in your report that some buildings were not demolished.
Yes.
Did you follow up to see what the leaders in that area are doing?
Yes, from the government offices, I was informed that the people that were in charge of the demolishment were arraigned in court because the order was to demolish all of them flat and just leave the debris, and the debris was supposed to be collected later just to prevent hazards and accidents. You know, in the area there are kids that are there, so they were supposed to demolish all those big buildings that were along the riverbank and also come and collect all the debris. So the people that were supposed to do that were arraigned in court. Yes.
Got it.
Yes. So from that, my conclusion, based on the findings that I have informed you, was that there is a gap in construction compliance because from the government office, I was also informed that these particular buildings did not conform to the public works law. Yes, they just came up and they were not supposed to be built in the places that they were built. Yes. And also there's a gap in compensation policies. This applies to the government. So whenever the government thinks of decides to demolish some buildings or move people, it is good that they look at their policies to ensure that these people are compensated first, or at least they are moved to another place where they have the shelter, because that is a basic need. So that was my final conclusions. And then from my findings, I came up with 5 recommendations that we can comply to in future to prevent such unfortunate occurrences. So my number one recommendation is to enhance the government policies that touch on demolishing and compensation of the affected people. Number two is more enforcement in the building regulation and adherence to the permits. Number three is awareness, sensitization on safe construction practices and also the locations where constructions are supposed to happen. Number four is marking safe zones, like the building proximity to places like riverbanks to prevent demolitions in future. And the last but not least is environmental conservation, sensitization to reduce just the occurrence of the rivers breaking. Yes, so that falls now under the environmental conservation, because now if we have plantation, that means at least we are able to control the flooding. Yes, so I will welcome any question, any other question that you have, but that is the end of my presentation.
Okay, thank you. That was a very detailed presentation. Also, those recommendations are really nice. Yeah, so at this point, I don't think I have any question, because it's a detailed one.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've understood.
Thank you so much, and
Thank
I
you so much.
appreciate your time. Asante sana.
Yes.